Well, good day, viewers, and welcome to today's Sport Wrap Show. I'm your host, Brian Munango, updating you with the latest sports news. Well, before we do dive into the hit list, there is much to talk about. I mean, the start of the COSAFA is on. Euros, we are headed into the round of 16, and we will be talking through the round of 16, looking at the fixtures one by one to just see which ones are we all excited about, and I'm going to be giving you guys a few predictions. Let's start off with Germany, who take on Denmark. As you guys can see there, Musiala wearing the number 10 for Germany, and Denmark we have Kasper Schmeichel, who played for Leicester. So this one is one of our first games. Host team Germany take on Denmark, and for this one I'm strongly on Germany's side. I expect them to go through to the quarterfinals. Let's look at the next one. Well, this is just a few stats that we do have from the Euros 2024. Toni Kroos has to be the best midfielder alive. As you guys can see, the number one, he has completed 326 passes. The second person only has 221, and that's Barella for Italy. It just shows how dominant this guy has been and how good of a passer he is with the ball. Jorginho is in third. Højbjerg is in fourth, who plays for Tottenham. That's also very nice to see. We only have one English player, which is Declan Rice at sixth. Definitely not good enough. And then Brozovic completes the top 10 with 171 passes. So yes, looking forward to Switzerland and Italy. That's Barella that we do have there, and also the guy who plays for Leverkusen, Granit Xhaka. So Switzerland take on Italy. Italy are definitely the defending champions in the competition, so I'm glad to definitely see them at this stage of this tournament still active. Moving on to our next game, we have France, who take on Belgium. The mighty Kylian Mbappe versus the king of passing, Kevin De Bruyne. I think both teams haven't been impressive so far in the tournament, and France might nick this one and advance to the next one. Let's take a look at the next game. So we have Romania. I think they have been the dark horses of the tournament. They'll be taking on the Netherlands. All I can say is I do not know who is going to progress in this one, but I can definitely see lots of goals. And then we have Portugal. They have been my favorite team so far in the tournament. They take on Slovenia, and that's, I think, Sesko, the striker there. That's going to be a good game, but I think it should be an easy one. Not an easy one because nothing has been easy so far in the Euros, but Portugal to see it through and get the win. And then we have Espanyol. We have Rodri there taking on Georgia. Kvaratskhelia. I'm thinking this team has the biggest upset in the tournament. They went on and defeated Portugal in the group stages and won their game 2-0. I think that's a very historic win for Georgia against Portugal, looking at the players that Portugal does have in their team. But it's definitely going to be a good game for Georgia, and I think a bit too much to ask from them against Spain, so I think Spain will see this game through. Then you have Austria, who take on Turkey. The prodigy of Real Madrid, Arda Güler, who plays for Turkey, is definitely going to have a big say in this one. And this is one of the games where I'm going to sit on the bench and I'm not going to go for a winner because it's going to be a very tight game. Then we have the team that has not impressed at all. For us English football lovers who love watching the English Premier League, we haven't been that impressed with this team thus far. England have been doing really poor. They only won one game, drawn the rest. They'll be taking on Slovakia in the round of 16. Well, guys, there you have it. That's all the games that we do have for you in the round of 16 that will be kickstarting this weekend. Exciting times. I just had to get that out of the way before we get into today's hit list. Well, we start off our hit list with the Brave Gladiators. A team has been selected by Jacobs, who is the coach, to just represent or take on Liechtenstein in an international friendly. We do have the press conference and the team announcement that was compiled by Otis Daniels. So please have a look at that.
So the team, the 30 women squad that is being summoned to come here on Monday and start with the preparation and all of this on Monday is none other than Melissa Matthews from Beauties FC, Lydia Egas, Ongos, I think she's Girls and Goals, yeah, sorry, I think there was a mistake there. And then Fanny Molinga, that's from Thomas Nampol. Those are the three goalkeepers that has been called up. Lydiana Nanamus from Ongos Ladies. Ina Dapewa Katuta from Thomas Nampol. Emma Erelsing Narises from Ongos Ladies. Lovisa Olunga from Ongos Ladies. Utu Zuvira Kairiri from Beauties FC. Kamanukire Shituka from Beauties FC. Wewe Koshupati in Germany. Is it Hannover 96? She's based in Germany. Via Kukura Shingayete from Girls and Goals. Amukoto Tweliganjela from Thomas Nampol. Millicent Iguam, they say Girls and Goals, but I think she's based in the US. Fries Deborah from V-Power. Shanice Daris from Girls and Goals. Kaylee van Wyk, Girls and Goals. Julia Crescendo from Ongos Ladies. Memory Wanda, Ongos Ladies. Juliana Blow, Ongos Ladies. Elmarie Fredericks, Ongos Ladies. Asteria Mula making a return, Girls and Goals. Anna Ida Somses, V-Power Angels. Augumus, Senorita Michelle, Namib Daughters. Yvonne Cooper, Ongos Ladies. Tomalida Adams, Ongos Ladies. Zanata Coleman, Fenerbahce, also the captain of the side. Anna-Marie Chikusho, Ongos Ladies. Viola Flitter, Beauties FC. Nicole Philander, Hanover 96, I think she's from Hanover 96. And Beverly Walzira from Girls and Boys. That makes up the 30-man squad that we have resolved to bring into camp, and that will be preparing for these two friendly matches. Now, to continue and to say that these two friendly matches also is a preparation for COSAFA. COSAFA Women's that will be taking place in August. If my memory serves me right, and my dates are correct, from the 17th up to the 27th, I think, of August. Although still to be confirmed with COSAFA, you know that the COSAFA for the men was just recently postponed, so it can also have an impact on the dates for the COSAFA women. So these two games we use as opportunity. We also had a friendly game in Botswana in March, and it's building up to that cause. Now I call these girls and the now assistant was captain of the side. I call them the golden generation of the Gladiators, and I think they've come in leaps and bounds. And our objective this time around is to prepare this team in such a nature that we can go out for the first time and win COSAFA, something that has eluded the Gladiators for so many years.
Well, we look forward to seeing how the Brave Gladiators fare against Liechtenstein. Moving on to our next hit list, the NAST hockey team will be traveling to Johannesburg to take part in the USSA competition hockey, of course, in the C section. We did catch up with the coach and the captain to just tell us how excited they are about the games, and the team flies out tomorrow. So have a listen to this. Well, we are joined by Thaneshta, who's the coach of the NAST hockey men's team. Thaneshta, how excited are you heading into this tournament and with the team that you have?
This year, I know I say it every year, but this year it's flames. Like I'm really excited about this year, and I've already dreamt about the outcomes, so I can only hope that it's gonna come to full fruition.
Okay, well, looking at the team practice, how has that been going, and what have you guys been working on before and heading into this tournament?
All right. So unlike last year, we actually started our preparations quite early. So we started off with fitness already by April. So April, May, we did that. a second thing that actually is going to be very beneficial to our trip as well. This year we are joined by our assistant coach Dakota Hansen, which is obviously, you should know, this one of the top national team players. So we are very excited to have more staff. That's going to join the team this year. So we had fitness coaches. We have an assistant coach that actually knows what he's doing. We have physios, and yeah. So we definitely are very well prepared this year, and which adds to the excitement, to be honest.
Okay, looking at team selection, what went into team selection? How hard was it for you to select the team that you chose to represent us in South Africa?
All right. Usually the challenge is because the guys are quite a lot. What came into play was more speed. Speed would help you first. So if your fitness was top, that gave you like a foot through the door. And then we have a few new players, which actually already play on the professional level. They're adding on additional to the ones that we already have. So, and then how good of a teammate are you? Skill set, it's as important as it is. You could only add to it. But if you don't use it as a team, it doesn't really help us. So it was more based on fitness, your individual skill set, and how well you play with the team.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Well, for the viewers and for us that will be screaming for you guys here at home, any message as to how you guys will be doing in South Africa?
We'll be very happy. I mean, if you guys can just follow us on our socials, and then we'll drop our results, which will be positive all the time. So, like, if you could guys just give the boys some well wishes as much as you can, show us support from home, and yeah, we'll carry you within our spirits. That would really be awesome.
Well, thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Okay, well, Nelson, the captain of the NAST Hockey Men's team, just tell us again, going into this game, how excited are you?
No, I'm very excited. Personally, I'm excited. I know the team is very excited. Preparations have been well. We've been training well. We've been playing well as a team as well. So we're actually excited to show our skills on the other side.
Okay, well, we spoke to the coach. The coach told us you guys have been practicing since early as April, getting ready and getting fit for the game. How confident are you in the team selection that you guys went with?
No, it's a very strong side. I think it's an improved side from last year. We have some new players who are very experienced. So I think it's a solid team. I trust everyone on the team, and I think that we'll perform well together as well.
Okay, well, you and I earlier spoke about you guys want to do better than you guys did last time. And touch a bit on that. What do you mean by do better in terms of this year?
Because the goal is a promotion, finish first and to make it into the B section. Last year, we didn't reach that goal, so we have to improve on what we did last year. Because we can't go there and do the same. We have to improve.
Okay, well, you as the captain, you will be carrying the team. I mean, the team depends on you in much of the situations. Just tell us what does that mean for you? How honorable is it for you to carry this big team?
No, it's an honor. It's a privilege to be chosen by the team and the coach. I think they make it very easy to be captain, actually. There's not much I have to do because they are very disciplined. They train hard, they work hard, and they want to perform as well as I do. So it's very easy for me as captain, but I'm very honored.
Okay, well, before I do let you leave, I mean, maybe it's a first time for a few of these players, like you said, new teams into the new players into the team. What is it going to mean for these guys? I mean, to be out there in South Africa playing against the good teams.
Well, I think the lads are excited because I think we have 4 new players. They've been training well. They've been playing well. We had indoor season early on in the early months, and we started with night league. So they have showcased their talent. They are ready, and they also have a point to prove.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Well, Nelson, the captain there, with a few good words before they do fly out to take part in the tournament. Well, before we do move on to zoom in, we have one more hit list. And you guys all know that this weekend is a very, very big weekend as we have the Vodacom Blue Bulls that will be taking on Namibia. We're just going to run through the team there. Haitembu Shifuka, who is in number 1. Ludwig Jacobs is second. Renard Hatting plays third. As you can see, the Axterman is Prince Hwagosev, who is the captain as well. That's very nice to see. Jacques Teron, he is fly half there. Denzel Bruver, who is back from Poland, will be representing, and he'll be at fly half. Most probably the best kicker that we do have in the team, I believe. Lloyd Jacobs is in the team as well, scored a wonderful try at the Rugby World Cup. Danko Berger, had a chat with him today. He's vice captain and he plays inside center. And then we look at Isaacs, who's number 13. Nandika Ruombe, who's 14, and Ulau Blau gets a chance there at number 15. The bench definitely looks really well as well, with Armand Combrink also in the team, the likes of Sharif Titus, and the likes of Lorenzo Lewis, who also plays for Trasco United. And then I think my favorite mention has to be Kirian Majid, who has also made it to the national team, one of the youngsters who came up the ranks. He was at VIS, I think last year, if not the year before, and he has made it into the national team, which is very, very good to see that the local lads are getting their opportunities. So exciting times as we look forward to the game. So hopefully we do see you guys at the stadium, Hage Geingob Stadium to be specific. The game kicks off at 3 o'clock. Exciting times. Well, let's listen to Alistair Coetzee, who tells us more about the coaching methodology with his team and what we can look forward to.
My style of coaching, a lot of people because the game is played in different ways.
Yes.
So you got to adapt your style of coaching to your resources, the quality players you have and the type of players you have.
Yes.
I just may give you an example. We cannot play like the Springboks because they play a power game because they've got powerful, big forwards. Even their backs are big and strong.
Yes.
So we can't play the power game.
Yes.
We can't go with a game where we just maul and we scrum and we direct and, you know, and we bully the breakdown. We've got to have a different approach to it, and it's a balanced game. So in rugby, there are 5 sort of major areas where you can apply pressure: your set piece, your attack, your defense, your kicking game, and obviously at the breakdown.
Yes.
So set piece, we just need to get our position from set piece. We won't be able to dominate people.
Yes.
You understand? And in terms of when I talk tier 1 and majority of tier 2 countries.
Yes.
It's difficult to dominate there, but make sure you hold your own.
Stand your ground.
Stand your ground.
Yes.
There's nothing a coach can do if his pack in the scrum goes backwards and the props can't handle, and it's penalty after penalty after penalty.
Yes, coach.
You know, there's nothing you can do. So now I've got to make sure that that side of my coaching philosophy, which is a balanced approach,
Yes.
hold your own at set piece. Make sure you can defend, because Namibians are tough guys. They can tackle, you know.
Yes.
But they must be able, now the conditioning comes with it. They must be able to tackle not just 40, 50 minutes, 80 minutes, you
minutes,
understand?
full game.
And then I think the strength of the country is their ability to attack, because they've got those kind of players.
Yes.
And I would like, without neglecting defense or any other area, is to make sure that we improve on the attack and see counter-attack as part of as a set piece, as a must to coach.
Yes.
When there's a turnover, that is where you must be sharp
them.
and fire
Yes.
and hit and hurt the opposition.
opponents. Yes,
And,
yes.
and then obviously we will only be a force if we get quick ball,
Yes.
to use your speedsters and your quick guys. So you need quick ball. If it's slow ball, they're going to bully you if they're bigger and stronger than you.
Yes.
But if it's quick ball and you have them on the back foot, then you can
Have a
make
chance.
magic and you have a chance. You understand? So the breakdown, the quick ball, those areas,
Yes.
at least always 3 out of 5. Great if you can have 4 out of 5, whereby we can apply pressure
Yes.
on the opposition.
From the day you were born and welcomed until your pensioner years on this earth, your life is filled with changes and phases. What mattered the most at age 10 may be an unknown memory at 25. The heartbreak at 16 may be replaced with wedding bells at 27. The degree you've always wanted or starting your career business may come true at age 30. And the dream to own your own home may come to realization at age 50. Whatever stage you find yourself in, whatever matters right now, Standard Bank has what you need to bank like you. Choose your own path. Choose endless possibilities. Standard Bank, it can be.
Well, as we all do know, the Dion Auto Cup is also this weekend. So like I said, a lot to be excited about. Precious Ngito Napo chats to one of the locals to just hear about what their thoughts are on the Charity Cup. So please have a look at that.
We're currently going to be busy with the Dion Auto Foundation Charity Cup this upcoming weekend. It's starting from the 28th until the 30th of June. It's going to start on Friday at Mapoke Stadium. And it's going to be in collaboration with municipality of Oamaru, Kids Lounge, the Rhythm DJs, and Namib Mills, and as well as SCORE Namibia.
Now I understand it's an annual event. Please take us through the previous charity cups that took place and how they went.
This event is not new when it comes to football tournaments. It started way off in Andes Bay. For several years it was played there, and then we decided that we're going to change it a bit. We're going to take football more to all corners of the Rongo region. Then we took it to Swakopmund, that was last year. And this year we decided we're going to take it to Oamaru because that's where Dion's parents originated from. They are from Oamaru, basically. And we are all one in the Rongo region. So whether it's in Oamaru or is based in Swakopmund, we are all one.
Okay, so hopefully the cup will return to the coastal side a little bit and you host it in Swakopmund.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting because we like this year we got interesting teams that are lined up. We got teams coming all the way from even Marinta and Bentuk also in Okanya. So they decided to come and join and support the tournament.
Okay, now speaking of teams, approximately how many teams are we looking at that will be participating?
Currently we are sitting on 22 teams with the possible extension of teams also, because the demand is quite high. Teams want to participate in this tournament. They've heard of the tournament, they've seen how great the tournament is and so forth. But currently we're going to work on the 22 and that's what we started on.
Okay, so for the...
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, starting off with T20 Cricket World Cup for men in West Indies. Good news for South Africa is that they through to the final, their first final ever. The previous 7 attempts in the semi-finals, they haven't made the final, but this time they beat Afghanistan by 9 wickets quite comprehensively in the semi-final. And it's South Africa that will play on Saturday in the final. It will be either against England or India. What happened in the game against Afghanistan was that Afghanistan won the toss, decided to bat first on a very difficult wicket and bowled out for just 56 runs. It was Marco Jansen that took 3 wickets for 16 runs in 3 overs, and also Tabais Shamsi that took also 3 wickets for 6 runs in just 1.5 overs. South Africa batted down the runs. They made 60 for the loss of just 1 wicket. It was Reza Hendricks with 29 and Aiden Markram 23. They were the mainstay for the South Africans in the semi-final. The final will be played in Barbados. More international cricket is women's cricket. It is New Zealand and England that play a 3-game series and is also 50-over international. It was England that won the first game against New Zealand. That was at Chester Street by 9 wickets, and New Zealand batting first 156 all out, and it was England that scored 157 for the loss of only 1 wicket. It was Tammy Beaumont that scored 76 unbeaten runs. The second ODI will be played on Sunday. On to soccer news. It's Euro 2024 that continues. It is a round of 16 that will continue this coming weekend. And it is games that was completed was Georgia that beat Portugal by 2-0. Quite a big surprise for Georgia. With that win, they through to the round of 16. A difficult game waiting for them on Sunday. They will play against Spain. Portugal also through to the next round, or the round of 16. They will play against Slovenia. Not a good result for Belgium in Group E. They drew with Ukraine. It was not all, well, it was a good result for Belgium in that they already through to the round of 16, but Ukraine, because of the result, out of the round of 16, and Belgium will play on Monday a tough game against France. Two games on Saturday to look out for. It is Switzerland that play against Italy, and then also the host Germany that will play against Denmark. And to close off today's international sports news, it is tennis news. It is grass court tennis leading up to Wimbledon that will start on Monday. It is the Eastbourne Championship on the WTA. It is the Eastbourne International. It's the women's side of world tennis. And two players from Britain that's doing well. It is Emma Raducanu that beat the number 2 seed Jessica Pegula of the USA by 4-6, 7-6 and 7-5. That is in the round of 16. And also Katie Bilter, she beat Yelena Ostapenko, the 5th seed. She beat her by 6-4 and 7-5. Also through to the next round is Madison Keys. She's from the United States. She's the 4th seed, and she beat Alina Kalinina. She beat her by 7-6 and 6-1. That's the Eastbourne Tennis Championship played on grass. That's international sports news for today. Hope you have a great sport day, and we talk international sport again tomorrow. Goodbye.